I'm listening to nearly 100 albums from the year 1955, and I just finished listening to Doris Day with Love Me or Leave Me, released on Columbia. Doris Day is not a vocalist who we are going to be coming back to super frequently in these videos. I'm not doing an entire discography dive on her necessarily, but her importance to the world of 40s and 50s music and popular culture in general should not be understated. She had several very major hits, had a very successful career as an actor, and this record here is a sort of soundtrack album from one of the films that she did in the mid 50s. And this was actually very popular. This went to number one on the Billboard 200 for a period of time. So, definitely one of the better selling records of 1955. And as soundtrack albums go, as one might expect if you know how they're structured, it's definitely all over the place as far as sequencing and album flow, very jerky, I suppose, in that sense. But Day, I think, carries the record through the different modes pretty well. I mean, she is the feature here. It's not like a typical soundtrack record where you have a bunch of other actors playing different roles who are doing a lot of vocals. This is Doris's show. And she has this very kind of traditionally theatrical voice, a very made for Broadway type of approach, kind of like late stage vaudeville type of approach to her singing. And it works well in this setting, even if I don't think the arrangements are earth shattering, and some of these tracks, of course, are more so link tracks than anything else. They go on for like a minute or so. It's still well done for what it is. I don't know how earnestly I would recommend this as a standalone listen, but I think compared to some of the competition from this era, this is quite decent. So if you're familiar with Doris Day and you haven't checked out this record, I would recommend it. Wouldn't be my first choice as far as vocal pop records go from this era by any means, but a solid enough listen. Doris Day, Love Me or Leave Me, pretty good.